While some Hollywood couples cannot even survive publicity, there are other couples that wait 15 years before they start dating, collaborate on several projects, get secretly engaged and married, and even simultaneously get Oscar nominations. Well, not other couples, just one and only couple, Penelope Cruz and Javier Bardem.
What is this beautiful creature on earth is doing with that guy? But oh, yeah.
I can think of a few reasons. Now,
thank you very much.
Hope you're already excited enough to follow this story in detail. Say no more. Rumour Juice is here to tell it. But first, subscribe to our channel and push the notification bell. Let's go. Penelope and Javier first met in 1992 while filming the Spanish comedy drama Jamón Jamón. They instantly fell for each other. Bardem would say years later in one of his interviews there was, quote, obvious chemistry between them, but nothing happened because Bardem was very much aware that the Spanish actress was underage.
And then I got Jamón Jamón when I was 16, Belle Époque when I was 17. Of course, I always had to lie about my age. I had to lie to my parents about the content of the script.
One day we're going to have to show the kids. Imagine. Mommy, Daddy, what did you do in the movies together? Well, my children, you should celebrate the movie as you're here because of it. It was a very sexy film. It still is. In the same interview, when asked whether he would allow his daughter to shoot a similar steamy movie while underage, Bardem said he would never let her do that. It took Cruz and Bardem 15 years to end up working together in another film. In between those collaborations, we were following steamy relationship timelines, especially the ones involving Penelope. The young star had dated a number of high-profile celebrities, including fellow actors Tom Cruise, Josh Hartnett, and Matthew McConaughey. As far as Tom and Matthew were concerned, both romances were born out of the movies where they starred together. When Tom and Penelope began working together on the 2001's Vanilla Sky, he was still a married man. Despite the timeline that might suggest that the co-stars hooked up while filming the movie, over the years Penelope has maintained that the two didn't get together on set. I've never fallen in love with someone I'm working with. It's always been afterwards. If something becomes friendship, then maybe months later it becomes something else, but you can never know. It's always a mystery. You can't plan those things. One thing is evident, though. Something extremely intimate and personal is happening on the set of the movies featuring the Spanish actress. Thus, all the passion she puts into her acting feels so real for a reason, especially when it turns into something real. After having been together for 3 years, the two called it quits. Sources were saying the Top Gun star had been madly in love with the actress and had planned on proposing, but Penelope wasn't interested in tying the knot. The alleged reason will surprise you. Kidding, it won't. Penelope pulled the plug on the relationship because she felt that the Church of Scientology was the third wheel in their relationship. Penelope doesn't have anything against the church, but it just wasn't her thing. She admired Tom's dedication to it, but it wasn't her cup of tea, and wasn't something she wanted to give her life up for. But now, back to Penelope and Javier. Thanks to Woody Allen and his film Vicky, Christina, Barcelona, the two got to work together again. But interestingly, neither was bold enough to make the first move, despite the evident mutual affection. Bardem explained both were apparently trying to be too professional, so they waited till the last day of filming. And guess what? Nothing happened. Javier told GQ, so I thought, we better get drunk. Luckily, a friend of ours threw a wrap party, and, well, the rest is history. Thank God. 2 years after they started dating, the lovebirds got secretly engaged. Us Weekly reported, referring to their sources, that Cruz and Bardem tried to keep the whole thing, quote, very private and quiet. Cruz once said she was not sure if she believed in marriage and wanted to be a wife. She also added she believed in family and children. Look how the tables have turned regarding the marriage statement. Already in 2010, the two Spanish stars tied the knot in a small private wedding. This happened soon after their first public appearance at the Goya Awards. Around the same time, when they attended the Cannes Film Festival, Javier referred to Penelope in the sweetest way possible. I share this joy with my friend, my companion, my love, Penelope. I owe you a lot and I love you so much. Soon, the couple started extending their family, and now they are the happy parents of 2.
Family comes first and then everything else.
Their kids are definitely the priority. But both Cruz and Bardem keep working hard and getting accolades for their performances.
And I was breastfeeding my son or my daughter that time, and I had to take the pump machine with me to the Oscars. And in the commercial breaks, that's what I was doing, like pumping milk in the bathroom. So of course people cannot imagine, like it's not that glamorous.
No.
To get dressed like that, like.
And now imagine two actor spouses that are so not tired of each other that they continue collaborating on screen and enjoying the hell out of it. 2 collaborations in 2 consecutive years seem to have strengthened the bond even more.
So just fly into that character, try to give your 100%, and at the end of the day, that stays there. I don't take the characters home. I probably did that in my 20s and my 30s, but for a long time I haven't been doing that.
However, Penelope mentioned in one of the interviews that working together is not something they want to do that often. Quote, partly out of a desire to protect what we have. You never know if that might mix things up too much. My instinct is that it would. I think it's better for it to just be once in a while, even though they've been very good experiences.
Do you look forward to working with her again?
No, I don't want to. It's too much craziness. Now, of course I will.
Now, if that power couple still doesn't feel powerful enough for you, check this out. Most recently, they made history becoming the 6th married couple to be nominated for Academy Awards in acting categories the same year. Bardem admits it makes the whole thing extra special for him. He also disclosed how they learned about the nominations. We were on the sofa, cuddled together, waiting to see what was going to happen. When they announced my nomination first, I was very excited, but it wasn't a true celebration until we heard she was also nominated. We would not be able to truly celebrate together if one of us was disappointed. It is worth mentioning that Javier keeps gushing about his spouse and her talent.
If to tell you the truth, if I have to choose, I will pick her Oscar. That will make me happy.
It evidently makes him extremely happy to witness her achievements. Probably even happier than his own. Isn't that what true love is all about? In this Oscar race, Bardem roots not only for his wife Penelope Cruz, but also his co-star Nicole Kidman, who has also been nominated. Fun fact, unless you have already drawn this line. 2 of Tom Cruise's ex-partners have been nominated for an Oscar in 1 year. If Penelope wins this year, it will be her first Best Actress Oscar. In a recent development, the 47-year-old actress received an award at the Santa Barbara International Film Festival. The Parallel Mothers star dedicated her awards to the mothers of Ukraine experiencing a war while worrying about their children. She delivered her acceptance speech with a shaky voice from welled-up tears in her eyes. What my character Janice goes through, she's afraid of maybe losing a child, losing what she loves the most. And how many women in the world right now are going through incredible challenges and horrors. So, my heart is with all these women in Ukraine, and all these children and men and everyone who's suffering this horrible situation. Since the end of February, after the Russian troops brutally attacked the peaceful country of Ukraine, many children have died and have been wounded. Putin's army brutally bombs kindergartens, hospitals, maternity homes, and residential buildings, which results in horrifying losses among civilians. It is worth mentioning that numerous Hollywood celebrities have shown their support to the people of Ukraine. Some have donated their own money, some have raised huge funds, and Benedict Cumberbatch even said he wants to take part in the government's Home for Ukraine scheme that will enable British people to take in Ukrainian refugees.
I just wanted to explain something. In this performance, there are 2 different interpreters. One is signing ASL, which is an American Sign Language, and one is signing BSL, which is British Sign Language. Luckily, though, in all sign languages, this is the gesture for Putin.
That's all for today. Support Ukraine, believe in Javier and Penelope, and subscribe to Rumour Juice for exciting love stories.